What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Best Bet show. Again, we love being here. Thank you guys all for the subs. We just hit 4K subscribers. Hit that sub button, hit that like button. We're going to get more in the swing of things as we get more sample size for you guys and hopefully coast to some big W's. We went 1-1 on our plays on Thursday. SGP didn't hit. Honestly, those Thursday games, I think I'm done with props. At least offensive props on Thursday games, but 1-1 day, not horrible. And then the Eagles don't score 14 in the first half, even though there were turnovers galore. And AJ Brown was also kind of non-existent. We could have hit our SGP, but Austin, it's week 2. You swept week 1. The vibes are pretty high for this week. How are you feeling?
The vibes are high. We're starting to see, we saw week 1 sample size. We're getting a little bit more football under our belt. Feeling good, man. You and I have some similar plays we're really liking today and some spots that we think we can take advantage of.
Yeah. I just want to say I'm scared of this first play. As a Giants fan myself, I did post them at a worse line, but we're making it a show play because you like it as well. Anytime you have a non-biased Giants guy, even though I'm definitely a non-biased Giants fan, I think we always suck every year. So for us to go Giants -4 versus the Cardinals, I think it's no bias at all. They put up a goose egg. I want to know what everything is. Like about scoring 0 points in a week 1 opener and how they respond in week 2. I couldn't go back and find it because I don't remember the last time a team ever put up 0 points in
a primetime game like that. I mean, that might be one of the most embarrassing losses we see this year. I mean, that was awful. To put it lightly, that was awful.
It was really smart for the Giants to get it out of the way early because now there's no way it can happen again.
They're gonna battle with the Commanders for last in the division. But the thing about it here, -4, Daniel Jones, he's got to kind of get it going. I like that he stayed out even when they were getting their ass kicked down 40. He still was in the game, showing that, hey, I'm the guy. Like, I'm gonna keep fighting and grinding. And I think that shows. And this Cardinals team, I'm not impressed with. I'm never been a Jonathan Gannon believer. As an Eagles fan, I had him as the D coordinator the last 3 years. And I'm just not super high on him. I don't think he's going to be able to put a great game script together. And I think Brian Dable does a job here. I think he shows like, hey, like that was kind of a little bit of a fluke. Everything kind of went wrong. You're not going to have blocked PAT or blocked field goals for tutties, pick sixes. You're not going to have 4 of those in the game again. You know what I mean? Like, it was just kind of spiraling out of control. And I think the Giants leadership didn't step up and stop the bleeding. But I think it's a new week. You rip the Band-Aid off. You start fresh. You kind of try to put that one behind you and start basically like this is week 1 of the season. You know what I mean?
I agree. You get them to rally up. And honestly, the Cardinals losing on purpose, people are saying they're going to. They were up 16-10 going into the 4th, didn't score again. Allowed a touchdown and a field goal to lose 20-16 to the Commanders. It's not in the Cardinals' best interest to win, and I love betting teams. I mean, the Giants are desperate. They go down 0-2, especially with that embarrassing loss and a loss to the Cardinals. They should just pack it up. I mean, they have to come out hot. They have to come out firing. I love to bet their first half, but I think they coast this game. I think Saquon is a huge game, like we talked about before. It just screams Giants. And if they don't, like, you could toss the Giants out for the rest of the year. That's a simple.
Yeah, exactly. This is like a must-win type game. You know what I mean? It's like a go out, play good football, show it you guys. Because if you go down 0-2, your guys' probably playoff chances are done. I would be like, I know it's early and it's only week 2, but like with how the division is and how good the NFC is starting to look with certain teams, it'd be a tough uphill battle, especially with playing the Cardinals, probably one of your easiest games on the schedule.
Yeah, I agree. That's our first play, the Giants -4. And now to a play that people are going to actually like to watch. Travis Kelsey, anytime TD, -135 on FanDuel. We know he's a little banged up, but the Chiefs, again, have to bounce back. They start out 0-2. Statistics say teams that start off not 4-2 or better through 6 weeks don't win the Super Bowl. They haven't since 1980. So if they go down 0-2, that's, especially in the AFC, that's a doghouse. And I think Kelsey can be a big part of it, especially in the red zone. He's obviously, we know the Kelsey Mahomes, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure that out, but to play this playable number, in a high total of 51, where I do think we see touchdowns from both sides, I think it's a great price.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we watched the first game of the season. Who was the end zone threat when Kelsey wasn't out there? They didn't have one. You know what I mean? Mahomes' receiving core were like just throwing to random guys. You didn't even know who was out there half the time. There's 8 different guys logging snaps, and Kelsey's going to be the guy that's out there most of the snaps, if not every snap, like that they're running routes. And I just think he has to get in there. The chemistry's there. There's so many different ways to get him open, and even if he's doubled, he's open. You know what I mean? He's that guy.
Absolutely.
1 touchdown with 51 total is what made us absolutely love the spot.
Yeah. Those are the two spots for us today. We're gonna have more plays and more fun stuff as we get more of a sample size for you. We want to give you guys obviously the due diligence of us getting good sample size and going based off data and feel rather than just feel like it seems like these first couple weeks. But we did go 3-0 in that first week show on the dogs that we said you should have played. It was the Dolphins, the Browns, and the Packers.
Yeah.
We said if you bet all of them at the plus money, you'd come out positive and go 2-1 or better. All three of them won. So we're gonna pick two games again here. Just talk about how we see them going and what we think the best bet's going to be. First is that same game, Chiefs Jags. We talked about Kelsey scoring a touchdown. I like the over 51 in this game as well if you want some extra action. I think the Jaguars offense is going to be clicking. If they can figure out the pass rush with Chris Jones coming back. But I think this game just screams like, 31-28 for, I think the Chiefs win here. I really do. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this one's definitely going to be a shootout in my eyes. I am concerned with the Chiefs' weapons. I thought they looked awful in that first game of the season. And I know a lot of teams had, but that was surprising to me. Honestly, their liability of offensive weapons, in my opinion. Obviously, you're missing your best one in Kelsey, who's going to be back out there. But even if he played, it still felt like where are their receivers or where's the running game? It felt super sloppy. You have Mahomes. He's going to do it himself. He's going to keep you close. But I would not be surprised to see the Jaguars possibly win this one as a flyer.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the Chiefs need to win this game, but this game should be close. I think it'll be close. It's 3 for a reason. I think you're getting a lot of people betting that -3. The public, I think, is going to slam that -3.
Likewise.
There's a reason why it was 3.5 and it's coming to -3. Wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs blew them out, but there's a reason why the line is this way. So be cautious. I like both teams to score. I like the over 51 as a little extra something if you want to bet it. And then going to a divisional game here, Ravens Bengals. Ravens off a big win, easy win off the Texans. Bengals off a first game loss to the Browns, who we talked about in the preseason videos are going to be a tough out. This is a huge game for the Bengals as they go down 0-2 with 2 division losses. In this division that we talked about, that's as tough as it's going to get. Joe Burrow, is he still a little banged up? Probably. They had a horrible game week 1. Where are your thoughts in this game? I'll let you go first.
Yeah, this one I'm still 50-50 with, to be honest. I don't really have a direct side. I could see both narratives. You know what I mean? I think this game is super important for the Ravens just as much so the Bengals, and the Ravens obviously just lost J.K. Dobbins last week. Very tough loss. But I think Justice Hill is Justice Hill, right?
Yeah.
That's plugging in. I think this
Edwards
should be a pretty solid backfield still, nonetheless. I think it's going to be a really good game. Joe Burrow, I think, will play a lot better. That game was pissing rain, and nobody's talking about it. That was the worst weather of the week. I know he looked awful, but T. Higgins had balls slipping right through his hands. It was a fluke game. They clearly weren't ready to play, but the weather didn't help. Excuses aside, I think this is going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, I agree. I think Mark Andrews still questionable. I think he plays for the Ravens. Zay Flowers looked great in the first game as well. To me, I think I have to lean the Bengals -3 here just because it seems like the Ravens didn't really have a test at all. They played the Texans, ran through them. Bengals, even though the conditions were whatever, but still played a tough team in the Browns. More of a back against the wall, and they're home. I lean the Bengals -3, but if it feels 3.5, I'd probably lean the Ravens. I think this game is decided by a McPherson or Tucker field goal. I really do. I think it's going to be low scoring. And I think whoever wins is going to walk it off almost and kind of go that way. It's a total of 46.5. I lean the under. I think it's going to be an awesome game to watch, but I lean the under and maybe a Bengals victory.
I like it. Probably the two swaggiest kickers in the league, honestly.
100%.
Go head to head. I mean, both guys are kind of swinging, if you know what I mean. So I absolutely like the call.
Yeah. We're going to go Giants -4, Travis Kelsey anytime touchdown score. Best line on FanDuel for once. This is going to be -150 by kickoff, I think. Chiefs Jaguars, we talked about it. Listen to it. Same with Ravens and Bengals. Best of luck on your bets this week. And next week we'll have better stuff, maybe touchdown score parlay and more plays for you guys exclusively for the show. Best of luck on your bets. Hope you sweep. We'll catch you guys next time.